So going back to it, you see it has a pulsating on both of them. This is with the fire blade plug. Hold on, let me see if I can flip it over for you. That's the double bladed right there. If you were to do a double bladed saber, there you go. You get a flicker when you flash right now. But if you remove that resistor, you get the bigger flash on clash, and it'll be the color that you connect from the LED. If you're using a tri-mix, let's say you got a red blade, but you got a red, blue, white, and you want to take the blue and use that as the flash on clash, you will connect the blue negative to the 3-watt pin. Okay, double tap it, creates the lockup effect. To turn it off, it'll keep going until you double tap it again to turn it off. Okay, now you want to turn it off, turn it off. Power's down. Okay, you want to go menu, double tap it.
Sentinel.
Okay, double tap it. Stunt mode, double tap it. That's the event horizon, so let's go to that one. Okay, so hold it down. Activates. Okay, same thing, clashes, swings. Okay, takes the 2-watt speaker, 8 ohm. These are 3 watts. Okay, the battery's almost dying, so they're not as bright because the battery's almost dying. I'm just using it to test to show you guys. You can do the 12-watt on the 9-volt over here, and it will be bright. If you want to do a 3-watt, just do a 3-watt on the other side. If you want to do a double-bladed saber, what I notice is if you're going to use a double-bladed saber, use the same wattage on both sides. Alright, so if you got a 9-watt or 12-watt, you're going to do 12-watt here, 12-watt over there. Okay, power down. Otherwise, what happens is one side would overpower the other one. Lock up. If you notice, it'll flash and pulsate on both sides, the same thing. So if you got the same color on both sides, the same color you're going to have. Okay? Now, you can use that point as accent LEDs also in the saber. The 3-watt side, while this remains your main color. That will be your accent colors. So you put yellow, those will be your yellow, and your menu will flash yellow. If they're purple, then your menu is going to flash purple. And so forth and so forth. So there goes that. Okay, again, to show you the menu. This one I have it set up that way because, you know, I wanted it to both act the same at the same time. So turn it off. That's, like I said, you take the positive and put it on the 9-volt. Put the negative on the 3-watt so that it can function with the menu the same way as the other one. Okay? Notice they're both flashed.
Sentinel.
Unless you only want accents to flash, then you connect the 9-volt, 9-watt back to the negative on the 9-watt. Then this is the only color, whatever color you choose, it's going to be the only color that shows on the menu, not your blade. Okay, only the accents. So you can work some accents using only the 3-watt. So I know a lot of you guys do that. You guys are going to love that part. So that works out. And here we go, dropping again. Give me 1 second. I apologize. It's late, and I'm trying to do this for you guys. And this thing is just not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I apologize for that. Let's go back over here again. Okay, let's try this again. Johnny, this thing is just not being polite today. Okay, so going back. Menu options. Hold it down, activate. Okay, turn it off. Hold it down. It will deactivate. Hold on. hold it down, it'll deactivate. Okay, double tap it while deactivated, get a different menu, a different font. Let's go through them quick. Stunt mode, event horizon, back to Caliban. Activate, hold it down. Okay, double power. Double tap, lock up, turn it off, boom. Okay, like I said, you want flash on clash the way we've been having it on the V2 and on the RGB 16 color changer. You gotta remove that resistor. You remove that resistor, you get it. Otherwise, you get this. It's like a post flash. And I think some people like that better than the big flash on clash. But you can get that in different colors. Like I said, depending on what you do with it, it can go into different colors. So that being said, I'm gonna turn this over and just kind of go into some other menu questions. The size on this board, it's the same size as the V2. It's still the same length. It's a little bit wider on the side, definitely bigger on the top because of this capacitor right here. Now, what can you do regarding, putting it on the hilts? They are working on trying to get a smaller capacitor so it can fit perfectly better, flatter into a smaller hilt. For now, though, they work perfect on the sleds because the sled will go something like this, where the chip is in the front and the battery is in the back, with the speaker and everything. But that fits mainly on Ultra Saber hilts and stuff like that. I'm gonna install this one inside an Ultra Saber hilt to see if it actually fits perfectly. If it does, I'll let everybody know. I'll show you. Like I said, I've tested this with the Saberforge 12 watt. Tested it in a blue and green economy star 12 watt, the ones you get online. I also tested it on the 3 watts, which are these. The battery is dying, so it's not as bright as it should be, but when I first started the original video, it was super bright. 9 watts are super huge bright. I don't know why. But the 12 watts are also super bright. The Saberforge are super bright. What else? As you can see, you can do the double bladed. Most likely you can also probably do the cross guards on these, where you got the 2 sides on a 3 watt and you got the main one on a 9 volt one, a 9 watt one. You guys do cross guards. I have never done it, so I don't know how that's supposed to be. This is a mixed Arctic Lexan, blue white. So this is actually a mixed color. This is a red Rebel Lexan, I think, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Or is it a Saberforge? Hold on. And by the way, this is resistor, but probably wouldn't need a resistor. Yeah, this is a red non-resistor 3 watt. These are pre-resistor boards, so you really don't need to resistor it. But like I said, it has that, see that flicker or shimmer, whatever you call that when you hit the blade. And that's it. You got the little LED on the card itself. You see it? That's, it actually shows you certain things. So we're gonna power off. Power's off. We're gonna go into double tapping menu.
Sentinel.
That's the stunt mode. So that's it for this board. Let's activate it. So I know a few of you guys want to do double blades. There you go. You get the same power on both sides of the blade. Looks nice. Wire it correctly, and so I'll show you, some diagrams of the proper wiring on the board. But for now, That's your double bladed. All on one board. All one activation key. You don't need double keys or double switches or nothing like that. Everything is done on one switch. So let's power off. And that's the V3. I still have a few for sale. You want to purchase, hit me up, because these are actually going Friday. And they're shipping out for Friday. After that, you know, these are going to go fast. I can tell you right off the back. I also got the RGBWs. I got some LEDs for these. So if you need LEDs, we can send you an LED for these as well. And any questions, give me a message. All right. Talk to you guys later. Well, you know what? Let me set you up a 12 watt just so you can see a 12 watt real quick. All right. So this is the 12 watt Saber Forge. Hold it down. Activate it. $12 green by Saber Forge. You can see the pulsing. Okay. Like I said, that's a 12-watt green by Saber Forge on a basically dying battery, because it's almost dying. So it's very bright. I wish I could show you guys better with the camera, but you know, it's very bright. All right, that's a V3 right there. 12-watt Saber Forge. All right. If you want, I'll show you a 9-watt red. So give me a second. I'll wire that up. Sorry, coming back. The way I got it wired again is the 9-watt positive on the 9-watt. The negative is on the 3-watt. Double tap it. You get the lockup. Double tap it again. Turns it off. Okay, I think this lockup is better than the V2 lockup. Now, turn it off, hold it down to access menu. Okay, double tap it to get a new menu. You saw the green flash. Okay, that's what happens when you go into the menu. If you wire it to the 3-watt only. If you don't, you will not get that option. Okay, so if you want a different color on that, then you will wire using a tri-LED or whatever with the mixed colors or different colors. You can put one of the negatives for the color that you want on the 3-watt, and it'll give you that color. So for example, if you got a green blade and you want that color to flash red on a green, red, or whatever thing that you have, LED, then you're gonna want to wire the negative red to this part here in order to get that to actually do that. Okay, so get a different color. And how can I show you that? Okay, I don't have it right now, but that's what happens there. So let me turn this off, and I'm gonna try to wire a different one that I have, so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, be right back. Okay, so I wired a tricolor LED. Just so you can see what I'm saying. I put the blue negative, the blue, this is a blue white, if I'm not mistaken, dark blue white. So it's kind of like an Arctic blue, 12-watt economy chip that came from the manufacturer. They sent it over. So I connected a negative over on the 3-watt for the color of the blue, and the white I connected it to the negative of the 9-watt section, and then the positive to the 9-watt section. Okay, and this is what happens. So to get menu, okay, you're gonna get a blue instead of, technically it should have been a white, but I put the blue there instead. So this is what happens. Okay, you get a blue, not a white. If it would have been red, it would have been red. So that's actually a blue that's lighting up. In person is more apparent. Let me see if I can do something so you guys can see it more. It's more apparent. See the blue? Okay, now activate. That's like an Arctic blue, like I said. It's blue and white mixed. Okay? There goes your lockup. Like I said, if you take off the flash on clash on the thing, it will do flash on clash, most likely blue, because that's the color that's flashing. Now to show you, okay, I'm gonna switch it the other way around, and you see what I'm talking about. So we're gonna put the white on the 3 watt. See how the blue goes darker? Okay. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I'm just doing it to show you guys real quick. Alright, then this is going to be the flashing light. Okay, there goes back to the, ooh, there goes back to the Arctic blue again. Okay, now menu, double click, power it off. Go back to the menu. See, now you got a white. I did that so that you can see the difference. Okay, so whatever color you put on the 3 watt is what you're gonna get when you get your menu options or your color options. Okay, turn it back on. The color will still mix the same way. So if you got a mix for purple or amber or something, it'll still be color purple or amber. Just that whatever you put on that 3 watt negative, it's gonna be the color that's gonna go into your menu. All right, so let's turn it off. All right, and I'll rewire it again so you can see what I mean. Put the yellow back. The blue back to the 3 watt. So because I want a blue menu option or blue flash on clash. If I set up the flash on clash on it. Okay, go back over here. I'm preheating these. Alright, so what do we get for its menu? Blue. Okay. That's right. Alright, so that's that for that. Any questions, hit me up. They're on sale or for sale. The 3 watt, the V3 chips. Alright. Oh, I love this split clip. Hold on, let me show it off. You can see the blue better on that. See the posting on that? Menu change. I just love it. So again, if you wire things to the negatives through the 3 watt for accent LEDs, that's what you're gonna get every time you go through the menu. Your accent LEDs light up. There's other locations where you can set up for power. It has a string blade at the bottom over here of the board. It's on the menu that I have. You got the charge for the USB charging. You got LED buttons set up for the LEDs. For the button LEDs. This one doesn't have it. This is my test button. But yeah, this thing is super cool. So far I like it. all the different things you can do with it. I took off the white just because I wanted to test something. You still get everything with just 2 connections. You don't need 3 connections. You can still get the connections the way I told you. So those are for two wired LEDs. You can wire the negative to the 3 watt point, the positive to the 9 watt point, and still get the same brightness. All right. Talk to you guys later. Power off.